This is a real-life horror story that happened to him according to Sam, who is no longer living in fear of that incident happening again.
I was lucky enough to live a large house when I was a kid. My father was a physical therapist. My house had a side room towards the back side of the first floor. My siblings called it the second living room, because that's basically what it was. It had an old recliner, a small table, and a mid-sized couch. That's it. We hardly ever sat in there. One morning, I woke up sick, told my mom, and she told me to take the day off from school and stay home. My siblings had to be at school, and my parents worked, so that meant I had the house to myself. I laid around in bed for a few hours, until around 10:30 a.m., when I heard steady walking coming from my first floor. I thought nothing of it at first, as I just assumed maybe my mom went in late like she did sometimes. I needed something to eat anyway, so I stood up and went downstairs to the kitchen. I made it about 3 feet in front of my kitchen's walk-in doorway when I locked eyes with, not my mom, but a 6-foot-tall man, wearing raggy and ripped-up clothes. I was frozen in fear. It was only for a few seconds, but it felt like hours had passed. The guy just stood there and watched me too. No expression or anything. I eventually pulled myself out of the shock and bolted for my bedroom upstairs. I didn't hear him following me, but I got into my bedroom and locked the door and moved my dresser in front of it anyway. I pulled out my phone and instead of calling 911 like I should have done, I called my mom. I screamed into the phone, telling her someone was in the house trying to kill me. She told me to not leave my room for any reason and call the police, so I did. 15 minutes later, the police finally show up as I could see through my bedroom window. I watched them leave the house before I left my room and come down to them for safety. I told them everything that happened to me. I found nothing. Not a single person or broken window broke. Happened there too, but as one of the last officers was on the way out, he noticed a Walmart bag. It was that damn couch in the side room. And, well, what do you know? We found hundreds of trash bags and week-old rotting food under the coach, along with some other personal items like wipes, water bottles, and even a bag of piss. Whoever that man in the kitchen was had been living under our couch for weeks. I can't comprehend how none of my family members smelled any of the garbage that was piled up under there. We've since cleaned that room out completely and turned it into a breakfast nook with wooden chairs, so no more shitheads can break in and find free housing in them. I go off to college in a few months, so I won't have to live in fear of that incident happening again much longer. But I still think about it every time I wake up with a cough.